Welcome to the Money, Mindset and Miracles podcast, helping you to grow predictable and scalable months of income from your business as gracefully as possible. I'm Rachel Smith, business coach, mindset expert, speaker and the founder of the 5K Club.
Hello and a really warm welcome back to the Money, Mindset and Miracles podcast. You are going to love today's episode if you like all things growth, expansion, and maybe a little bit of mindset. I will say that for once I have thrown in some questions. So if you want to take this work a little bit further and really get a lot out of this episode, I'm going to invite you just to grab a pen and piece of paper. Press pause if you need to, but there's a little bit of work that's going to help you to really get under this idea about becoming your future successful self. And this is something I talk about a lot with my clients, probably because it was one of the most important things for me to figure out in my business as well. So when I came to business like 10 years ago, I was came to it with loads of enthusiasm, but it didn't take long for that imposter syndrome to really start to filter through. And I did find myself filtering how I showed up in my business based on what other people were doing as well. And I've shared this in other episodes, but just really, really briefly about what was happening at the time. I was growing, I was working with clients, I was making money, but it wasn't ever really that kind of leap that I wanted it to take until a coach that I'd been working with, and I jumped on the train from York, where I live, and travelled down to Birmingham and had this in-person event with her. And, we were going around the room and we were talking about our challenges. And I shared my challenge, I'm not getting quite the leap in income and success that I really, really desired. And she asked me this one question, and it kind of opened everything up for me. And I was really lucky that this question was asked so early on in my entrepreneurial journey, because I've been able to apply it throughout that experience and have really benefited from the results. And the question that she asked me was, who do you need to become in order to achieve the results that you want? So that really got me thinking about how I was showing up, how I was unconsciously modeling myself around other people who were online, who maybe had a bigger presence than me at the time. And it really allowed me to tap into and remind myself actually of who I am and what I was making a stand for. So let's go back to this idea of really understanding the power and not just understanding, but using the power of becoming your future successful version of yourself right now. And what I see over and over again is women coming into this online space, and they have a ton of energy and passion and creativity, but they don't perhaps get that instant result that they're looking for. And maybe like me, when I first came into this online space in the early days, you look at other people and you can see that they're getting these amazing results, and you're measuring your level of success against their level of success, which is not, that's not apples for apples. You may be comparing the beginning of your journey to the middle or even towards the end of somebody else's journey. One of the things that I notice a lot is that when I start talking to women, and when women open up to me about their challenges and their struggles in this online space, is that actually, because they haven't received the level of success that they want, is that they start to keep themselves thinking and feeling quite small. And then there's that level of frustration because they've got these big goals and you feel like you're stuck in a rut. And that is because of the neurological pathways that you're actually creating in your brain. And you've got these pathways where everything that you do in your business feels like a well-trodden path, like a really familiar path. So I want for you to just think about that in your own business. Think about your day in your business and think about everything that you do that's normal, that's just automatic, like putting on a pair of shoes before you leave the house. Think about all those things that are automatic to you. And then next, I want you to think about, what you're doing differently in your business in order to achieve a different result. And this is where this idea of stepping into who you need to become before you've achieved the results really starts to work. Now we're going to really figure on what's going on. So I want you to answer this question. So what specifically are your goals for the next 12 months running your business? Write them all down. And when you've done that, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you believe you can achieve this? 1 being, I don't believe it at all, to 10 being, I've got this. This is definitely what's going to happen. I have every confidence. The second question is, how frequently are you stepping out of your own comfort zone to achieve these goals? Is it every day, once a week, or you haven't got round to that yet? So if you answered question 1 on that scale with anything from 8 down to 1, it really suggests that you've got work to do around your mindset. When you do this, you can ensure that what you want and what you believe is in complete alignment, and that's when you get that kind of synergy. And the quote that I have for you to really help you to think about this is, to manifest your results, you must first feel what you want. So often we step into our masculine energy of taking action, but the part before that is to work on your mindset. It's really about believing that you can achieve your goals. So work on your internal belief that what you want, you will attract. And best practice is to work on this every day. And of course, I've got some amazing resources that are going to help you with this. So check out the show notes for those after this episode. Now, if you answered question 2 with anything less than every day, it is highly likely that you will either achieve your goals really slowly or not at all. And I don't want that for you. I'm going to share with you exactly how you can change this. You can sell your high ticket offer, work with more clients, become consistent with your content, make more offers, make more money when you become that version of you who's already achieved those things. So the next exercise that I want for you to do is really think about propelling yourself into the future to a point in time when you have achieved all of those goals for the next 12 months. Write down everything you know about that future version of you who's achieved all of those results. What are you doing as a daily practice to grow your business? Who is it that you're working with? Who is it that you've got in your business supporting you? What are your daily actions? Where are you focusing on your business? How does all of that make you feel? And I want you to write it down. And in particular, I want you to focus on what you believe the daily actions your future self will be taking. And this is a future self who's got all of your desired results. And this is where the real magic happens. Now have that list of daily actions. And every single day, and I want you to trial this for the next 30 days and just see the difference, is I want for you to commit actually to taking one of those future actions every single day in your business now. This is where quantum transformation can happen. What you're looking for is that compound effect of moving the needle every single day. If you do this 5 times in week 1, you have moved the needle 5%. Week 2, you've moved it 10%. Week 3, 15%. Then 20%. By the end of 30 days, you will have shown up and moved the needle 20%. The next month, that's 40%. So you can start to see how you can quickly elevate yourself and therefore your business. I would love to hear what you decide to do as a result of this episode. I'd love for you to drop me an email at support@rachelsmiththebusinessgrower.com and let me know. And as always, I have got some brilliant resources for you. I've got my Wealth and Abundance recording, and I've also got 2 other podcast episodes that are going to really help you with your mindset piece on this. So check the show notes. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the podcast because I would love for me to be part of your journey. Okay, bye for now.